You've heard of the phrase chicken math, right? You know that wildly chaotic thing with chickens where you go to get 3 to 10 hens so you can get some eggs. And then the next thing you know, you've got 27 hens, 6 ducks, a mean goose, and 9 loud, noisy guineas. I'm Rob from Dowdle Family Farms. Pig math is even worse. The farm is absolutely chaotic because of pig math. We've got these breeders here in our training pen, 4 boars on the farm. We've got another 5th boar in the trailer that I got last night, a bunch of sows we've got to sort through, and it is all wildly chaotic. Hey, you okay, Mama? Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to offer you some relief. That one right there is about to farrow. We've just had these 8 piglets born, and in the last 3 days, that gilt right there is about to farrow, and she looks like she's about to pop. This one is starting to develop a milk line, and the other gilts in this pen are starting to develop a milk line as well. It looks like Ellie here may be pregnant herself. You may remember that a few weeks back we got Berkey here, and the 2 sows that are over there in the training pen, one of those had those multicolored babies. A few weeks later we got these couple sows and 4 gilts. This is one of the gilts that we raised ourselves, but we've got those 2 sows there, and then 4 gilts, the Hereford, the Old Spot, the Hampshire, and that Berkshire there that we're raising for ourselves on the farm. Hey buddy, I built these 3 training pens to house boars and pigs that were about to farrow, and turns out it's not going to be enough. I really need to build another 5 or 10. Unfortunately, I do not have the option to do that just yet. I'll talk about that more in another video. We've got this sow here that farrowed. She's had 2 surviving babies. This is her first litter. We'll give her one more chance and see if she does better. And then of course we've got 5 little gilts over there, and the 4 Berkshires and the 1 Chester White that we're just testing out. We're going to give them a try farrowing as well. And on top of all that chaos, yesterday evening I drove to Waynesboro, Mississippi to get more pigs. They've sat in the trailer overnight. Gonna unload them this morning. I did give them food and water last night. I've got 2 Hereford Berkshire crosses right there that should be farrowing in the next few days. They produced good piglets. We've got an old line Duroc Boarling over there. In the trailer here, we also got 1 Duroc Boarling in the far corner, 3 gilts, and then this Berkshire sow. After all, what I needed on the farm was another boar. 4 boars for 20 sows is not enough. And then in another couple weeks, I'll be going to get another boar and 3 sows. Unfortunately, I don't have a place to put all these right now, so I'm gonna do that this morning, get them settled in. Join me as we figure out what to do with these pigs, and I'll describe a little bit more about how we got into this predicament. So I'm over here with Ferdinand and his ladies in this paddock. It's time to move them, and I may move those 2 sows that are about to farrow over here. We've got a couple sows that are pregnant and starting to bag up, it looks like. But anyway, I'm over here with Ferdinand and his ladies. Looks like he's gotten the job done. We've got at least 1, maybe 2 of them that are starting to bag up a little bit. I've had them in this paddock for almost 4 weeks now, a little bit longer than normal, but I wanted them to just annihilate everything, and it's starting to regrow. So I think what I'm gonna do now is move them over here to the next paddock over in the back. That way they can graze it. Once it's time for warm season plantings, I can run through here with a disc briefly and plant both this field and the one that I'm going to move them into over there. I want to make sure though that they'll have everything they need. Yeah, they'll have a blast. So what I'm going to have to do to get this ready is just make sure that all these wires are hot, that we've got electricity on them, and then I'll turn Ferdinand and his ladies in here. I will keep these others. I think what I'm going to do is bring the 2 new sows into this paddock over here. That way they'll have good forage. I can evaluate how well they forage, but most importantly, it'll offer some separation between all these pigs. Not a good idea to put 2 pigs that are about to farrow in a pen with another group of pigs. It's just a recipe for disaster. So after Ferdinand and them eat, I'll move them. First thing I need to do is set up the fencing, see what kind of electricity we got on it, and then I'll let those 2 sows out and let them do their grazing out here. Got these pigs in there. Hey, Midnight. There's a little bit of common vetch there, of course some weeds, ryegrass, turnips that have gone to seed, a lot of ryegrass, there's some dock. Then when we start getting up, we also see some clovers and legumes. There's some clover there. There's a good bit more of it closer to where the cows are. And it looks like that's what these are grazing. They're getting into some of the clovers and stuff. So there'll be plenty of forage here for a couple days into the pigs. It's not real thick, but it's enough. So I'm actually not even going to offer them any grain. They'll forage a lot tomorrow. I'll skip a day or two's worth of feeding and just see how quality the forage is out here. Again, these are breeders on into their gestation cycles, so they don't really need a whole lot of nutrition. They'll get plenty from the foragers that are out here. Now it's time to set up the paddock for those others, and then I'll bring them on over. So I've got this paddock set up, hot wire all the way around. Just had to make a couple connections like this one here. I'll back the trailer in here and turn those 2 sows out. Ferdinand and them are over there, and these 2 sows, if they farrow in the next week or so, they'll have plenty of space to roam, actually a lot more than they need, but they can get whatever minerals they need from the dock and the plantain. There's a little chicory in there as well. And of course, I'll give them, once they actually farrow, free choice feed while they're in milk. And of course, they got water over there. Right now, it's just a matter of bringing the trailer over here and turning them in. Hey, girls, y'all ready? Come on, girls, come on. She went straight for the dock, doesn't care about the grain. It amazes me how much pigs just love different forages. A couple bites of the grain and then goes on to the other stuff. This is the thing that amazes me the most about how much pigs just instinctively know what they like to graze. And they went for the dock. It's a higher mineral type crop. You're about to get popped. There you go. Anyway, I'm gonna get in here and get this other sow out, and then we'll head on. No, what I was thinking. Come on, Mama. Let's go, sow. There you go. Come on. Come on, Mama. Let's go, girl. Good job. Good job. All right. We got you over here now. There you go. There you go. Come on. Oh man, you need some weight on you. She bypassed the green as well. You're okay, girl. That Berkshire, they just weaned her a few days ago. She needs to put some weight on. The piglets look like they were about 8 weeks old. Anyway, that's why I try to free choice feed them while they're in milk. They just get a lot better feed that way. And so when these do farrow, I'll give this group free choice feed. She'll need it just to put some more weight on her. But anyway, that went surprisingly well. The others are over there grazing already. Let's see how it goes. Now we'll take these little deer rocks up and put them up. So that's interesting. Man, those pigs are enjoying themselves. Put these gates back on there. Man, I love these electrified spring gates. I just wish I had more of them. Yeah, it's amazing how much pigs love forages, even when they've got grain on the ground. That one's eating the dock, and then the sow that was just weaned, I don't know what she's eating there. Oh, she's found some clover standing up there, and this one's found some dock. It amazes me that these pregnant sows have a lot more taste for higher mineral type forages like the dock, plantain, and chicory. Pigs tend to love them a lot, but they usually will seek them out when they're really pregnant. I suspect it's their nutritional needs that they're recognizing. That one is Big Mama, I believe, and then Missy is that darker one. They're full sisters. And then you've got the Berkshire there. I don't know what her name is. They're good pigs, sweet pigs. I'll start hand feeding them every day just to get them used to me and my system. So the red deer ox here, they've got a lot more growing to do. There are several different approaches to feeding pigs, and I generally free choice feed a nutritious swine ration. to my pigs, unless I'm trying to reduce the grain cost by putting them on pasture or something along those lines. These are 2 or 3 months older than my Berkshires here, and they're still a good bit smaller, thinner. So I'm going to give them their feed, fill them out, make sure they're trained to the electric fence real well, and then put them out in pasture before long. The little boarling over there has a lot of growing to do. These are supposedly old line Durocs. You can see that they're hairier than most. They're just getting used to the system. We'll see how they do. Of course, I want them to be coming up to me, and it'll be interesting. Got the trailer unloaded. I've got one last group of pigs to feed, and then I gotta go for the day. She's fairly close. Yeah, you got a good bit of muscle on there. Good boy, I think we're gonna be in good shape. Good milk. All 8 of you are still here. Y'all got a good mama.